everyone, welcome to my studio and welcome to day 21 of NaNoJouMo 2021. And today's prompt is music and lyrics, which now that I think about it is kind of perfect because the person who's been doing my the music for my videos is Darren, and he's in town. He's my company who's been visiting all the way from England. So say hi.
Hi everybody. no longer no longer in the UK in Devon.
No, that's
right.
right.
Currently in Omaha, Nebraska.
Yes, yes. So we've been out and about and doing sightseeing and things like that. And yes, so I'm going to do today's page. I don't know, do you have anything else you want to say?
I was just going to apologise for partly being the reason, as you mentioned yesterday, for some of the videos appearing later.
Yes.
And things, because we have been busy. But anyway, I'm going to jump out of shot now to let the artist do their thing. But I shall see you later.
Yes.
Possibly.
Yes, possibly.
Anyway,
okay.
Keep enjoying NaNoJouMo.
Okay. Are you gonna go? Just go. Okay. Okay. All right. Jeez. Okay. So for today's page, I'm gonna do collage, and it's music and lyric. And I had a while ago come across this image as I was sorting through things, looking for some pictures to go into my Nomad book, and I came across this, and so I had tucked it to the side because first of all I thought it was really cool, but it'll work perfect for today's collage. And then as far as what to put on it, first thing I did was thought maybe somebody with headphones or something like that for an image to put on there of a person. And I wasn't sure that I had anything like that in my stash of collage images, so I went on Pinterest and started looking around and found a couple of neat ideas as far as with somebody with headphones in it. And then I started seeing some of just women with like butterflies and things that were in their hair and had halos and things like that. And just the expression on their face kind of made me think even more about what I wanted to do, because when I was looking for a phrase a few days ago for a page, I had come across this one that I had clipped out, and this says, "Music takes me to all the places my body will never let me go." And so as I was looking for images, I had this in my mind also, and the images of the women with the butterflies in their hair and the expressions on their face, you could tell that they were just, they were in another place. And so then that's kind of where I started going as far as looking for something. And I came in here in my studio and was looking around and went ahead and decided to pull out my folder full of images of people. And I came across this one here, and I've already cut her out, but she was just on a solid background, and her face is kind of blurry, which is okay, but it's her body position that I really, really, really love. And I thought that it went really well with just the phrase here, which says that it's my body that takes me places. All the places my body will never let me go. So in this sense, the expression and the movement in her body I thought was really, really neat. I went with this. And then as far as what to add on to that for the image, I, of course, pulled out some butterfly wings because I always kind of use that as just my first choice as something to put on my people, because I like having butterfly wings on my ladies. But I still wanted something, I had a vision of just something kind of flowing behind her that went more along with the splatters of the paint of this image. So I got my, and I was thinking of, like, sometimes I used to put rings on people's heads, and I thought, well, maybe in my jewelry and all the images I have of jewelry and rings and necklaces and things like that I could find music notes or something like that. So I pulled out my folder that has all of my jewelry and just pages of watches and things like that. And I found this necklace. which I've also went ahead and cut this out. This was one of those when I started it. Before I started it, it sounded like a really good idea, and then as I started cutting it out, it's like, oh my gosh, it's going to take me forever. So I have cut along all of the stones, but I haven't cut the center out yet because it's going to be really, really delicate whenever I get this cut out. But I think this would look really neat behind her, just to kind of add some more behind her. And I also found a couple of these rhinestone dragonflies that I think I'm going to add on there, and just more of a kind of, just in the music, this is kind of taking her into this different realm. So it's got, you know, gemstones and rhinestone dragonflies and things like that. So that is where I am going along in my head with putting this image together. As far as my journal goes, yesterday's page really chunked up my journal, and now it's super, super thick. This is a super, super, super thick, chunky page. So this is the other side. So it is the other side of the sack. So I don't have a whole lot of space to work with for this one. And with it being on this sack and all of the stuff that's going on this side, it's going to be a little bit difficult to work directly on here. So I'm going to cut this to size to how I want it for this. And I'm going to put this whole page together just on my work area, glue everything down on here, and then when it's all together, I'm going to glue this onto my page. Instead of building things up on the page, I'm going to build it all up and finish it on here and then adhere it down to my journal page. And I'm just going to use my trusty glue stick to do it all. I've got Elmer's Extreme is the one that I use the most, and put the words on it. I think that'll be it. So I hope you are enjoying this, and once again, thank you for, I know I've been a little late on getting some of the videos out these past few days. This next week or so is going to be busy with holidays and family and things like that. So I hope that you're enjoying this, and thank you all so much for being here. And let's get started with today's page.